Balance is required from you. You are entering into a time of balance even as things around you are shattering. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're not, press the button while you're here. Now, this is a general reading for whatever sign is in the title. It's a bulk introduction, as I always do for my new moon readings, so that you can fast forward past my waffle on the second and third ones that you watch, because I advise that you watch, obviously, your sun sign, but your rising sign and your moon sign. If you don't know what those are, there is a link in the description down below to get yourself a free birth chart. There's also a link to the Facebook page for this channel, where you can contact me directly if you're interested in a personal reading. So this is the new moon in Taurus for April. It's a special and a magical new moon. But let's just do the basic business first. It's a general reading. So general reading rules apply. If another person appears in this reading, roles can get reversed. I can be talking about you and mean them, or be talking about them and mean you. Although my readings are normally quite personal, so that doesn't very often come into play. This reading either is for you or it isn't. I'm using a Celtic cross, so there is a past and a present in the spread. If the past and the present don't fit, don't try and make it fit. If this reading's obviously not for you, have a look at your rising sign, have a look at your moon sign, have a look at some of the other wonderful new moon readers that are out there. And I would suggest that you ask a question prior to the reading. You don't have to, it's a general new moon reading, and I'll get into the new moon in a second. But if you want, ask a question prior to the reading. Take a moment to think about all of the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them, because that puts energy into the reading, which hopefully I will then give back to you in the form of the reading. That's how it's supposed to work anyway. Now, timing is not absolute, especially not with this one. Now, this could be a longer term reading. This is a very special new moon. It is new moon in Taurus, so it's very earthy, it's very practical. It's also very magical because it is conjunct Uranus. Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and the crazy. Now, intentions with it being conjunct Uranus, it implies a far larger cycle than just the general 6-month cycle from new moon to full moon in the same sign, or the 1 month cycle from new moon to new moon. And as we build up towards that new moon, you may find that you are coming up with new beliefs. Now, this is a time to make an intention based on those new beliefs. Now, that intention will not necessarily mature in the short term at all. But in the longer term, that intention is something that can direct events for years. However, it is a wonderful, magical new moon, but it's not going to feel that way. The sun is square Saturn, which means everything feels squeezed, trapped, there's stress and there's worry, everything feels unstable. And the fact that Uranus is there does help give that feeling of instability. But by this point, you should be isolating some new beliefs that you have acquired along the journey here. And it's time now to, not even to act on them, to intend about them. To say, not I'm going to do this tomorrow, but because I now believe this, I'm going to do this. Within the next month, within the next year, this is the general direction my life is going, whatever. It's a longer term intention with this moon. So I think I've covered up all the business there. So, as I say, there'll be a timestamp down below. Let me bring up the cards. Okay, Scorpio. It seems like you are tied to a project, or you are tied to something that you have rebuilt, after some happiness of yours was shattered. This is what we got in the past. The Ten of Cups clarified by the Tower. So it's like there was a phenomenally happy situation, you know, a better than wish fulfillment situation, that suddenly got taken away, damaged, destroyed. But you have rebuilt. This is what the King of Coins is telling me. But you have become quite tied to what you have been, what you have rebuilt, even though what you have rebuilt is a good thing. This is the Devil card here, but clarified by Boon with the Sun. Boone, sorry. Makes one rich, smart, and well-spoken, gathers spirits at tombs, and changes the places of the dead. Not entirely sure what changes the places of the dead means, but there is an interesting vibe here. Balance is required from you. You are entering into a time of balance, even as things around you are shattering. But there is a warning: do not do the same old thing, the same old, and be wary of rushing forward if there's no need. So we're all living in very changing circumstances at the moment. So be aware that whatever it is that you have built, doing the same old is going to present more challenges than not. Certain challenges are to your advantage. The Hydra here is supporting you, uplifting you to your higher self. And the Hydra is representing challenges. But Spirit has brought you the gift of worry. It's brought you that gift of feeling impoverished while at the same time receiving guidance. They've done this to make you move forward, but move forward at a measured pace. Temperance here, and the balance card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, which is going to be harder at the moment because emotions are running high. But what's interesting as well, we have Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy, and the Angel of Mercy, Divine Mercy, gives me the grace to be tender and accepting. We have Justice as part of the final outcome here as well. So Zadkiel will remove a punishment from someone and then reveal their every fault and flaw and hold it up for measurement. So maybe right now, as high as your emotions are running, a little bit of forgiveness and a little bit of just carrying on through the challenge anyway, a little bit of prudence, because I know you think you can do the same old thing to keep manifesting what you was doing, but the world has changed. The world is changing, the world has changed. You've got the tower behind you and the tower in front of you as well. So whatever this project is that you're tied to, I think the accomplishment of the thing is more important than the thing, if that makes sense. The fact that you have built a house is more important than the fact that the house stands, because you can move into another house. But what you have got to work with, we have the Six of Discs here and the Two of Cups. So unifying two disparate forces is what I'm getting from this Two of Cups. I'm not so much getting the love aspect. It seems to be that that two people are, you and one other, are unable to fully reach out to one another and assist one another, even though you have the skills to do exactly that. Because I feel, certainly with, they're trapped in those wine glasses. They're in a morass of emotion with all the water beneath. Defences are high with the crab on the bottom. And yes, that's a symbol of Venus in the clouds, but it's a weird illusion. People aren't thinking straight, and somebody is trying to tempt you into moving forward, and their wishes are a little double-edged. Yeah, they want you to move forward, but is it the right thing for you to do? Is it the right thing for you to manifest correctly? Because you're worried that your harvest may go to ruin Justice again. Your harvest may go to ruin if you are not entirely fair here, and that's true. You do need to be entirely fair, and everyone needs to get their just desserts, but I don't think you are necessarily the tool to give whoever it is their just desserts. It is your job right now to be forgiving, else it will come back and bite you on the backside. So no matter how high the emotions are running, slow down and work out your next step forward in a way that is taking into account what the world is like now, not, well, I've always done it this way, so we're going to do it this way. The goetic spirits that are available for help here, Agares, Lucifuge Rofakal, and Croquel. But Croquel is again here with the Temperance card. Makes great noises and warms waters. Warms waters is an interesting thing. It's like a warming of the emotions somewhat, which you could do with you and this other person, because you're not quite at loggerheads, but you're not at loggerheads. And there's, like I say, there's a lot of emotions where I think a lot of people, or you may be holding some grudges against them and vice versa. But there is a new beginning on offer here. Lucifuge Rofakal comes with the Ace of Pentacles. Gives all worldly power and treasures and makes one rich quickly. So yeah, that sounds nice if you're taking the correct foot forward. And the Five of Wands with Agares teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians or clergymen, returns those who have run away. That overthrow thing is echoing through me. So is it possible that you and this other person have some dirt on a third person in a position? That's one thing that springs to mind from it. But there is a matter of overthrow. But since this is a goetic spirit that is offering to overthrow, this is not you. This is part of the universe doing that. Justice will be delivered here, come what may, and it will offer a new beginning for you. But adapting to that new beginning now won't be a bad idea, because what you have around you is going to get stripped away. So you need to balance in the meantime, keep plodding on, but keep plodding on in a way that things are changing and growing. And I want to say plod on, not race ahead. Racing ahead, that way lies danger at the moment. Don't be too enamoured of your own success with what you have built so far out of the ruins, because the ruins are coming again. But opening to love. Now, the only way I can relate this to the rest of the reading is that relationship with someone that maybe you should be a bit more forgiving to and hold a bit less grudge to, and them to you. Don't worry, it's both sides. But someone's going to make the first move, and I think you're the one watching this video, so hey, you make the first move. My heart is open. It's indicating that you are also giving them a chance to redeem themselves, which admittedly they may not have started yet, but you give them that chance and they will notice it. That's what I'll call the reading, I think. Give them a chance to redeem themselves. But just beware that even if you're seeking justice, never mind vengeance, but even if you're seeking justice, your shortcomings will be held up to account as well. If you don't want that, be a little more forgiving. Right, so if that means anything to you, Scorpio, comment down below. There is a new beginning here. It is a longer term beginning. It does look like, even though there's all that, just the two justice cards. Two? Is there another one? No, just those two. I don't feel it's a legal matter. It's a fairness matter. if I can use the word without the pollution of all the different love readings that are out there, it's a karmic matter. I don't think necessarily there's apart from this whole overthrow business. Where has it gone? Here. But that is something that I think you can stand back and watch. But it may well result because you and this other person are being just a little bit more forgiving of one another. And you're the one that's got to start that process. Don't just party on past it all and then let the tower hit you. Okay, so if it means out, comment down below like I probably just said. Please press the like button or the subscribe button. If you only want to press one of them, preferably the subscribe button, you can see when I've got more videos coming out. There's the Facebook group link down there, if I didn't mention it in the intro, where you can contact me directly if you're wanting a reading or just see all the other readers that I post and the astrology videos that I post. In the meantime, your next reading will be whatever your next reading is going to be. I haven't planned that far ahead. I have a list of readings that I'm aiming to do. Time willing, we'll see what happens. Cheers.